How old do you have to be to participate in this program?
Our program, the High School Youth Police Academy, we like you to be a high school junior or senior, but we are also allowing current sophomores that are going to successfully complete their sophomore year of high school, going into their junior year, we'll allow them.
Do you got to have good grades?
I mean, there's some students who haven't done that well in school that we may allow into the program, but what we do require when they apply, they need to submit a letter of recommendation from a school counselor or a teacher or someone of an authority figure at the school they currently or have attended, just so we know they're a student in good standing, not constantly suspended or get disciplined.
Do you have to get a physical to participate in the program?
The first session is going to start June 22nd. So by June 19th, we just require that you've had a physical. We'd like you to submit, or for any student that wants to apply, submit proof that they've had a physical within the last calendar year, or we'll get one by June 19th.
What if a person has a criminal background?
What they do for students who want to apply, they fill out an application and a background questionnaire, and they tell us a little bit about themselves. With the background check, we'll run a criminal history check. And some students have made mistakes in the past. We can live with that. Now, the severity of the crimes, if they've committed any, will dictate whether or not they get in. Also, a repetitive nature. If they've done things over and over and over, they probably won't get into the program. But you know, there's certain things we'll take on a case-by-case basis. After we do the background investigation, there's going to be an interview. Now, the interview is a panel interview with me and Sergeant Dorr, and then we'll sit down with the applicant. We'll go through some regular, just typical interview questions for about 15 or 20 minutes, and we realize that a lot of these students haven't sat through an interview before, so it'll be their first time. So usually they're pretty rough. And that's kind of the whole point, because after the interview, we'll spend the last 15 or 20 minutes kind of coaching them, critiquing them, giving them pointers for next time in the interview, how they can do better. So when it comes down to the interview, we don't make selections really based on the interview. It's on the background process and on the student and how they are as a student and overall the person. So,
is the program free, or does it cost?
everything's provided. The only thing the students have to provide is themselves. They have to have a black pair of pants, pressable or dress pants to wear for the week, and then a black pair of shoes. The uniform shirts, the PT uniforms, the equipment belts, everything else is provided for them for the week, along with all the writing materials, the study materials, and also lunches, food's provided, everything else is provided, so it's virtually free to the students. It's 1 week. It starts Monday morning at 7 a.m. and they want to get a taste or a flavor of what law enforcement is all about, or the police training is all about, or what it's like to be a police officer. It's a good program because they get a ton of hands-on experience. They'll be able to take part in how to process a crime scene, all of our subject control tactics, how to apply handcuffs. If they have a driver's license and a good driving history, we'll go out to one of our driving courses and they'll maybe get behind the wheel of a police cruiser. We'll go to our firearms range and give them some exposure to different weapon systems. They'll learn how our police canines operate. They'll get to talk to our bomb technicians and maybe get to operate the bomb robot. I mean, there's a whole number of things they get to do in that week, and it's pretty chock full. But it's all hands-on, and that's the nice thing about that week. So it starts Monday morning. We have PT every morning from like 7 to 7:45, 7 to 8. And then they have time to get ready. And then we have class from 8 until about 5 p.m.
How can people get more information about it?
They can contact me, and the best way is just to email me. And my email address is the letter J, Gady, G-A-D-Y, at grcity.us.
Is there anything else we should know?
The application deadline is coming up April 2nd, so next Thursday. And to anyone who hasn't heard about the program yet or wants to apply, contact me. I'll get you an application. And if you're coming into it late, just finding out about it, we will make sure we get your application in. Even if you don't have all the documents right away, we can make accommodations to get those later on. We just need the app in. And if you submit an application, there's pretty good odds you're going to get in the program. Okay, so I just